Students, in today's video, I am going to give you an introduction of the novel Rich Like Us by Nayantara Sehgal. Rich Like Us is a historical and political fiction novel about the emergency period. And for your information, I'll just tell you that emergency period lasts from 1975 to 1977. It's a controversial moment in Indian politics, or we can say the darkest period in modern Indian history. This novel, Rich Like Us, deals with the political upheaval, suspension of civic rights by the ruling government, nepotism, and illegal businesses befitting the elite few, benefiting only the elite few people. There was societal division of some favoring the emergency and another group resenting it. In such a scenario, there is a multitude of emotions revealed by several characters. There are different emotions revealed by various characters. On one hand, we find men amassing wealth using all unscrupulous means. And on the other hand, the poor and illiterate masses struggle to make both ends meet. The poor are unaware of the crafty policies of the greedy politicians. The element of irony is evident in the title of the novel itself. The phrase rich like us appears in the very first chapter of the novel, where Dev and Newman, two characters, they are negotiating a business deal. Newman, who is a businessman from America, opines that if only the Indians followed American ways, they would be rich like us. Here, this ironical phrase reveals the emotions or mindset of the urban elite and the capitalist nations, the ways adopted to achieve the end. Whether the means adopted is right or wrong is ignored, only the ultimate result is focused upon. Here, the author's patriotic feelings for the country and its people is revealed through a realistic portrayal of the state of affairs during the emergency period. The novel stands like a mirror reflecting the contemporary scene with much authenticity. The people of the country were bitterly disappointed because the socialistic pattern of governance adopted by Nehru is converted into autocracy. The characters in the novel speak for and against the emergency rule, thereby presenting a complex picture. The dynastic succession in politics, promoting the growth of the thugs and corrupt officers, and the erosion of moral values in the country, which once was honored by the world for its moral and social heritage. This novel, Rich Like Us, was published in 1985 and it also won the Sinclair Prize for Fiction and the Sahitya Academy Award. Naintara Sehgal has the honor of being the first Indian woman novelist writing in English and dealing with political themes. In the novels of Sehgal, social and political themes are interrelated. One depends on the other to make the novel more meaningful and readable. The elements of suspense and the fear of turmoil are seen throughout the novel. We can notice it very well in the events and in the characters also. The readers are inducted into the period of emergency when Rose, one of the main characters, returns home after visiting her friend. Narration and language make a deep impression on the readers. Nayantara vividly recalls the matchless patriotism, selflessness, and sacrifice of freedom fighters before partition and contrasts them with the greed, selfishness, and shamelessness of contemporary society. The political theme has been handled by other writers also, like Khushwant Singh, Kamla Markande, Chaman Nehel, Salman Rushdie, R.K. Narayan, and Mulk Raj Anand. But in Rich Like Us, this theme gains a new meaning because of the particular point of view employed by the novelist. The political event is transformed into a powerful human drama, enacted in the mind and soul of the people throughout the nation. Successful transformation of politics into art speaks of the potential of the writer as a novelist. So, very beautifully, Nayantara Sehgal expresses her emotions, her patriotic feelings through this novel, and how a political event. She is talking about emergency period in this novel, and she beautifully portrays the realistic scenario of the then time. The story of the novel is silhouetted against the backdrop of the Indian socio political scene, where the sacrifices of the great freedom fighters are forgotten. People have all become very materialistic, and only persons with money and power are respected. So, muscle power and money power is the only thing during that time. Honesty and integrity of an individual is looked upon as a stumbling block for his or her progress. And in such conditions, on the scenario, we find two characters in the novel, namely Sonali and Rose. They are like the torch bearers of society. It is through them that the author indirectly places the message of the need for a social reformation in post independent India. So, this is like how the story or the plot of the novel progresses. Students, that's all for today, and we'll talk about the other aspects of this novel in our next classes. Till then, thank you.